Oi oi guys, what's on? Cause Crypto here with another video. So in today's video, we're going to be looking through what's going on, how is the market responding to everything going on at the minute. As you can see guys, at the minute Bitcoin was at 100, it went up to $110,000 a coin a couple hours back, but now we're just trading under $109,000 per coin for Bitcoin. And as yesterday, like I said, the crypto market cap was at 3.31 trillion. Now it's up to 3.38 trillion, adding a good 60 billion to the total market cap of the cryptocurrency space, which is quite a good amount of liquidity coming in, even if prices have come up a little bit in the last kind of 24 hours. Again, the cryptocurrency space is up 2.62%, and fear and greed is from 50 to now to 54. So people starting to get a bit more bullish again, a little bit less fearful, and altcoin season is currently at 26. So guys, let's have a quick look at all the kind of the last kind of day or last 24 hours. So Bitcoin up nearly 1.5%. Ethereum up just over 5.5%, XRP 4.5%, Solana just over 3%. So at the minute we've started again. Sui up 9%, just shy of $3 currently. But we're seeing the markets pick up again a little bit. Again, this is when crypto gets to get a little bit more exciting again. So again, market's starting to rally a little bit, but we're seeing a kind of slight cool off. Again, Bitcoin was at 110,000, now just under that 109. But yeah, and again, look, Pepe even being a meme coin, 8.5%. What's it? Ave 5%. Nearly 7.5%. But yeah, looking at everything, not too bad. And then KASPA at 3.76%. But guys, let's look at charts a minute and have a good look. So like I said, Bitcoin trading under 109,000 at the minute, wicked up to 110,000 here on today. This is on the daily, so this is each candle is a day. As you can see, the body of this candle today is very small at the minute because we opened at around 100. So we closed yesterday at 108,900. So on the daily, we weren't able to close over 109, but again, we closed over 106. So bullish, think positive. But yeah, wicked up to 110,000 here. Again, as we're starting to see here, a level of resistance for us at the minute, 110,000. And whether we break that, again, all-time highs will be kind of in a minute, because we've only had one touch of the all-time highs there. So I say a level of resistance. It's not it could touch it again, but because it's only one time it's touched it, if we break above that 110,000 to 111, we could see an all-time high again. That might be 112,500. I don't know, but we could start to see all-time highs again. And guys, even on the daily, I mean, at the minute we are above the 200 and the 50-day moving. 200-day and the 50-day moving average. And on the RSI, we are currently pretty neutral actually, even with this price spike. So reasonably neutral, just again around just shy of the 60. But yeah, Bitcoin at the minute looking a bit more bullish. We'll look at liquidations in a minute, and the oscillator as well. We're going from bearish to a little bit more bullish on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hourly as well. So 4-hourly, we are looking at so bullish there as well. And on the RSI, we are we didn't want that. We want that one. There we go. So coming into just over that kind of neutral zone. So we're coming into overbought slightly, but we're nowhere near it. If we were coming above that 70, which is here, we're coming into overbought territory. And again, this is oversold down here, which we've seen. Obviously, when we seen that the news come out, oversold significantly. What happened? Price came back up. But currently, I mean, looking at it, I mean, right here, we came into overbought territory, but we're only at 107. Now we're coming to more neutral grounds, and we're at 109,000. So that's fantastic to see for BTC. But yeah, guys, looking at the market cap dominance of Bitcoin. So guys, I can remember Bitcoin's currently at 65.16% of the total market cap it occupies of the cryptocurrency space. Again, teetering along the kind of 200-day EMA at the minute. But again, guys, we have not seen anything. It looks like, it's come down a little bit, but if I even let's go to the weekly. So just go to the weekly, look at this. So let's zoom out. So on the weekly, again, this is nothing from what we're coming down. So you've seen altcoins performing a little bit, but again, on the weekly, as you can see, Bitcoin at 65% is significantly high. And the last time, again, like I said, guys, last time we were there was around January 2021. So, and then we've seen that sudden spike down. So that sudden drop in Bitcoin dominance, and that was because of altcoin season. Altcoin season happened here. Bitcoin obviously having money in it, but obviously altcoins, like I said, more volatile. But if Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up a lot higher. But Bitcoin already has a lot of money in it, so for that to go double in price, like I said, it takes a lot longer, or a lot, for it to go along the same as like altcoins kind of level of spike in prices or drop in prices. So like I said, Bitcoin is less volatile, but again, if you can stomach it, altcoins, what I'm doing, definitely for the win for me at the minute, in the kind of year to 2 year. Eventually I will hold Bitcoin, but yeah, that will come when I've probably got a bit more capital to put into it. Even if I owned half a Bitcoin, I would be so happy. That would be amazing. But yeah, so guys, as you can see here on the daily, we even came down to 62. So let's go just look at the Bitcoin dominance here on the hourly. So as altcoins start performing a little bit, Bitcoin dominance, so again, where is it? Around yesterday at about 2 p.m. Let's say 2 p.m. for XRP. So 2 p.m. yesterday, right here. So look, 2 p.m. look at that. So XRP went up from $2.17 up to $2.28, guys. So 5.5% up. All right. So let's go Bitcoin. 2 p.m. yesterday. Where are we to? Is that 2 p.m. yesterday? It's 12, but we'll go from there. 2 p.m. right there. Excellent. So going from here, went from 107 to about 109,500. Guys, 2.5%. So this is what I mean when the percentage of Bitcoin, it goes up in price still, but your altcoins, look, even Ethereum, for example, look at that, from that 2 p.m. Yeah, we've come up 6%. All right, so 6.5%. So like I say, Bitcoin goes up in price, but the Bitcoin dominance from that 2 o'clock, look at that, from 2 o'clock there, it dropped even a bit because those altcoins are just having that higher spikes in percentage increases in their price in comparison to Bitcoin. But remember, guys, Bitcoin has a lot of money in it, so it's not going to move as much as altcoins. So for example, I put £1,000 into Bitcoin, I would have been up £20. Put £1,000 into XRP in that period, I'd have been up £55. Put £1,000 into Ethereum, I'd have been up £60. So can you see that there? But again, the Bitcoin price was going up, just the Bitcoin dominance was coming down because XRP, Ethereum, other altcoins started spiking in price at a faster rate in comparison to its total market cap than Bitcoin. All right, so looking at XRP, currently at $2.28, near enough, isn't it? We've had a bit of a sell-off over the last kind of hour. Came from 231 back down to here at 226. Let's go back to the daily actually. Let's go 4 hourly. So 4 hourly, as again, I've seen a bit of a sell-off, but at the minute, guys, we are holding above the $2.18 to 20 range, which is fantastic. As you can see here, XRP's, we've got a nice crossover here of the 50 to 200 day EMA here at the minute. But as you can see, that neutral spot there is basically $2.20. It's kind of that level of resistance or accumulation phase we've been having. So again, we've been holding levels. Oh, bad news. Holding levels. Okay, a little bit of a dip, but we closed above the daily, above the 218. And we've just been holding it really well. The next level of resistance for us, so how about I'll put this as support and this as resistance. So again, we want to get past that $2.30, 33 range, and then we can start moving up a bit more and starting to see a bit more movement from XRP. Solana, again, looking quite good at the minute, still over that $145 level of support, $153 currently. Again, seen a spike in price from 2 days ago, up about nearly 8%. So Solana's not looking bad there. Again, guys, if you bought that even a little bit of dip there, where we've come down, if you just, again, you miss these dips, fair enough, you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to get any of these prices, but we can still buy those little bits of dips. Again, guys, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and a guy that loves chatting. So going from there right up to the highs, I mean, that's 26.5% up. I mean, for Solana, it's like an $82 billion market cap. A 26% price spike, 26.5. Not bad going. But yeah, guys, we're ranging currently between 145 to 160. Once we break 160, guys, that $180 range, so significant levels of resistance there, even over kind of May time, and even in coming into the April, was it February? No, it was March. So March as well, level of resistance as we came back down. So once we come back down through after those all-time highs in the January, Solana has been fighting with $180 as its most highest level of touch points of resistance since then, around January 2025. And then, guys, look at this. HBAR doing quite well at the minute. HBAR up. Do I do it from the low? I do it from the low. It's got to be about 30%. 29%, yeah, 20. So up to the highs, 28.5%, but just over 28%. So again, if you bought the perfect low, yeah, if in a perfect world, and you weren't scared to put your capital into it, and you're like, oh yeah, it'd be absolutely fine, and not stress, and it come up, oh, you tinker with this, and then come up to here, you would not be doing bad, holding this HBAR. Again, not financial advice, but I'll be getting some capital soon, and I will be putting in. But yeah, HBAR, I mean, even from these lows here, around yesterday, coming up to today, guys, we're up 12%. So HBAR performing very well at the minute. And then KASPA as well. Guys, got to have a look at KASPA. From those lows, about 6 cents. Yep, up to here, we're about 35%. Yeah. So KASPA not doing well. I wish I could have bought some down. I bought 20 quid's worth around here. £25 worth. Again, I don't have much capital left, and yeah, got a pay bill still. So that £25 up from, I got it from about 6.1 cents, I'd say. So currently up 28%. So let's say 30%. So a third of that. So I'm up about £8 of that. Woohoo! Absolutely buzzing. I'll take anything, guys. And then Sui goes, Sui starting to come, it's starting to see a bit of strength back in Sui again. Above $3 right now. So, bless me. 17% up on the last literally day and a half. Not bad going, really, guys. And then from those lows, people getting scared around, these points. Again, all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That FUD, what people talk about, guys. If you bought in the FUD, you're up. Let's say you wanted confirmation in the sense of like we've dropped below a level of support, and then you come back up to that level of support. You go, okay, I'll go from here. Let's buy some. You're currently up just over 25%. Well, 27.5% near enough. So 27.5%, you bought £1,000 worth, you're up £275. Hard to do. Again, retail, let's say £100. Yeah, you're up 27 quid. Not bad going. But yeah, guys, looking at everything there, not too savvy. And then again, say, at the minute, what are we saying? I mean, had a nice little increase in price around, what was it, on this crossover here around June 23rd. Again, say come from here all the way up to here, up 72%. Currently, if you bought those lows, up nearly 40%. All right, but we're starting to see a mild sell-off of say. Hopefully we keep this level of, hopefully, now support. I'll put it as yellow because again we need to make sure we touch it a couple of times. Put it as green. Because I reckon we've touched it. You've touched it once, twice. If you go a third time, hopefully we keep this as support now for say. But say at the minute, I mean, up to 33.50. But realistically, we want to get back to all-time highs at around, is it 73 cents of the recent part? But I think we had higher highs than that, didn't we? What's the highest highs of say? It's around, yeah, that was it. $1.15, and that was back in March of 2024. So since then, guys, I mean, if you're looking from here to where we are now, say is currently down. If you bought those highs, say would be down 75%. Damn. So right now we could be looking at price, prices where we, again, we've had a bit of a spike, but see a bit of a sell-off. I'm going to see what the level of support is like here. If it breaks it, I'll wait a little bit more. If it touches the level of support a couple of times, or if it breaks this 30 cent range again, I might get it back into some say. But yeah, guys, and then just looking at what's going on in the current crypto space. So bullish. So public gold miner Hamak Limited announces it will add Bitcoin to its corporate treasury. So even gold companies are adding Bitcoin to their treasury. You got multiple people adding to their treasury, like obviously iBit, MicroStrategy, Japanese company, I can't remember what they're called again, and then Smart as well in here in the UK. As you can see, well behind, but again, someone is doing it in the UK. But these are kind of the four kind of prime kind of people with corporations with treasuries where they're putting into Bitcoin. And guys, as you can see, look, the amount of Bitcoin mined at these certain days, every week this is, once a week, we're mining 3,150 Bitcoin a week. Not we, but the miners are. Okay? How much has been bought up a week? So 5,300, let's say, you're looking at 5,000, let's say 6,000 there, 7,000, 7,100. So over double the amount is being bought up just by these companies. In the next 5 years, when there's a bit more clarity around cryptocurrency, people more accepting of it, this is the integration here where cryptocurrency is becoming accepted, and these bigger companies are buying Bitcoin because they can see something happening. So as you can see here, guys, look, I mean, total is 34,650 that's been mined since April 21st to 30th of June, so about just over 2 months. MicroStrategy have bought 65,000, iBit have bought 125,000 near enough. So the amount comparison is, let's say, add all this up here, so 125, 190, literally 200,000. So that's 6 times the amount. Very significant, guys, very significant. So just something to think about there, about the supply crunch of Bitcoin. Eventually, obviously, there's still some to be mined until 2140, but it's going to become more and more scarce. So these are things to think about, that your companies are buying them. All of a sudden, you might get Apple, Microsoft, other people starting to buy Bitcoin at lower levels to start with, because they don't want to put too much into their treasury or portfolio of their company in Bitcoin, because they're probably still a bit anxious about it, or a bit high alert of, will it go down, how volatile is it, or I don't trust it. So they might put a couple million in there to a couple 100 million, let's say. Again, for them not much, but for us a lot of money as retail. But again, these are things to think about, guys. Just looking at stuff like that, it's absolutely amazing to see. And then what else do we see as well? Where are we to here? So again, Ethereum claimed to 2,600, and then where is it to? So that was it. So the U.S. Federal Housing Regulator calls on the Congress to invite Fed chair again. So he's going to be basically put in to be investigated around what everything's going on, because even a lot of people in the Fed are kind of questioning Jerome Powell's kind of actions and what's going on. So a lot going on, guys. And then again, another thing. So SEC Chair Paul Atkins says tokenization is innovation, and the agency is committed to advancing it. So, guys, stable coins, things like this, massive income of inflow of cryptocurrency. And guys, I mean, Coinbase out today. Look at it. It's at 500, but I'm joking. I don't know if that's some form of glitch they've had, or they accidentally put 500 on both. But as you can see, the day before even, all apps, Coinbase is 313 and finance apps 27. So no one's interested. As soon as prices start to take off, people will become interested. I guarantee it. Everyone will be talking about it. These green candles, and by the time let's say a massive green candle happens on Bitcoin, it goes to 100, let's say 120,000. People buy in there. It'll come back down to 100. It might use that all-time high as a level of support, so it might come back down to 111,800, and then it could spike back up again to 120. But then they'll be breaking even, so people will be buying these highs. But let's say if they bought down at 108,000, so let's just go for example on Bitcoin. So let's say buy right now. Let's compare. So right now, people buy Bitcoin, and let's say it goes up to 120,000. So that's 10%. So you put 1,000 in, you get 100 back. Great. If they wait for that confirmation at 120,000, all right, and then it comes back. Let's say about there, it comes back down to here. You're down 6%. But then let's say Bitcoin goes to, let's say for example, from that 120 goes to 140, let's say 140. So yeah, great, you're up 15%, 16% pretty much. So 16% you're up from there. But guys, if you're buying now, again, this isn't financial advice, but it's just highlighting what could happen. You're up 28%. So even with Bitcoin, you could be up near enough near enough you double your money, up to 140k, if it gets there, obviously. But that's the thing you got to think about, is in these times where prices are near all-time highs, but we could see a significant shift here. But yeah, sorry, always get distracted. My brain is, again, I've not been diagnosed with ADHD, but a lot of people, some people call me ADHD, and I don't mind it. My brain is very, alert all the time. But yeah, guys, currently at the minute, Bitcoin currently longs, you've got 3.64 billion, and shorts, you've got 2.9. So people currently are more bullish now than bearish on the daily. Let's say 3.5, for example, let's go 3.6. So even if we come back down to 100, and let's go to 106, we come back down to 106, guys, you're liquidating half of them with stop losses. I mean, 106, wow. I mean, even if you come back down to 105, yeah, you're bang on liquidating half of them without any stop losses up to 105. And again, that's absolutely possible, guys. Let's go to the 30-day. So, look at this. 12.3 billion on longs and 6.7 billion on shorts. Guys, people are more bullish than bearish now. So this is that confirmation bias, those green candles. People rush into the market to get those long leveraged positions, thinking price is going to go up even further because they need that confirmation. They need that green candle to be like, right, we are good to go. When things are red and then people buying the dips there, and also if you're buying dips with 100x leverage, you can get liquidated, absolutely. So, going 3 to 5x leverage on Bitcoin is probably safer than doing 100x, for example. Okay, but obviously you'd have to use a lot of capital to really make some money on that. But again, I wouldn't, again, I'm not leveraging at the minute. I'm not doing any leveraging. It's just, I had a Chinese Andy meme coin, and I made about £900, about £1,000 off it, and I lost about £900 worth of it because I tried leveraging it, and I made a mistake, and I will not do that again. But yeah, guys, so people are more bullish at the minute. But again, like I said, if we're going to be, let's say, look, 12.3 billion. So let's just say 12 billion. So guys, if we come to 105, let's say there, you're liquidating a third of that. Okay, so just over a third, to be fair. With stop losses around here, you're looking at probably, possibly could do in half at around 104. Absolutely possible. And then guys, at the minute, to liquidate, so 6 billion to liquidate even, 2/3 of that, you're going back to all-time highs near enough to just liquidate most of those shorts. But yeah, guys, that's something to look out for. As you can see, currently, Bitcoin, crypto, XRP, the reason why I do those three at the minute is crypto searched, Bitcoin searched, and over the last 7-8 months, XRP was searched. And again, if we go back to 2021, XRP was searched quite a bit. I mean, Bitcoin's 100, Bitcoin searched quite a bit. But then as we come round to this kind of bull run here, XRP has been searched a lot. Again, crypto got up to about 51. Guys, we are currently at sod all. No one is looking on Google for any of these. So when things are boring, when people aren't interested, when the markets don't do as much, again, we've had a bit of a spike in price the last 24 hours, but again, that can easily come back down a little bit. We don't know when things are going to take off, but that's where money can be made, is when it is boring and prices aren't skyrocketing right away. You're at those lows. If you put your spot bag in and you go down 10%, you're down 10%, but then you go up 40%. Oh, great! Then from that where you bought, you're up 30%. So these are the things to think about. That's what I'll say. But that's me today, guys. Hope you have a lovely Thursday and are looking after each other and your cryptocurrency. And remember, guys, stay active, stay fit, get outside, do something that you love. Don't always look at charts, and have a good day. See you in a bit. Have a good one.